Hello everyone, welcome to the spoiler talk for Sonic X Shadow Generations Dark Beginnings, the prequel to what Shadow will experience in his own Shadow Generations. And as a big Shadow the Hedgehog fan, I was very excited to watch this, but I held it off until I was going to play Shadow Generations, which I will record and also is going to upload tomorrow. So let's just get into this spoiler talk because, they do certain things in this thing that I already talked about a little bit in the actual review. They do some things in this that are just like, mwah, I love it. It really hits me because I am one of the two fans, maybe the only one, the only fan of that 2005 Shadow the Hedgehog game, which was my first foray into platforming and my first foray into the Sonic franchise. And I know that that game isn't really that good. However, I still like it. I have nostalgia towards it. What can I say? So let's just get into this. So this stuff, by the way, it's 3 episodes long. However, I watched the full thing with the bonus ending. At least that's what the YouTube video calls it. So let's get into it. So we start this off with Maria wanting to show Shadow something. So she takes him, and it is the Aurora Borealis, which I have horribly written in my notes, but I don't care. And then after that, Shadow starts to question his place, kind of, because Maria's like, I can't wait to go back to Earth, you know? And then Shadow's like, I was born here, so I don't really know where my place is. And then she's like, don't worry, we'll help you. However, then Emerald attacks the Space Colony Ark, which kind of starts inducing a wee bit of red flags, because that's not that's not what happened. It's not what happened, okay? So Shadow goes off to fight Emerald. However, as the fighting happens, which looks fantastic, by the way, the action sequences in this thing are great. The beginning animation is kind of iffy, but the action sequences are fantastic. But when he's fighting him, Shadow is like, wait, this is wrong. And then afterwards, Gun attacks. However, that's wrong too, because Gun isn't supposed to attack until later. They're too early. So then Shadow sees Gerald in prison and wants to go to him, but he can't. And then he's in this weird void place where he sees like flashes of Maria dying and stuff like that. And then he wakes up. However, Shadow knows that this is not just a nightmare. Something's happening. Black Doom could be back on Space Colony Ark. He has to check it out. So, afterwards, we get another flashback where we see the child with the 2 colored eyes, the green and orange eye from the Shadow the Hedgehog video game. And he doesn't really like Shadow. So, yeah, which, you know, it's in character if you played the Shadow the Hedgehog video game. Which I would recommend nowadays because you can buy the game for, like, nothing. I would say play it. I mean, it's, like I said, it's like you're going to buy it for, like, 5 or 10 bucks. That's it. Yeah. Play it, have some fun. I don't expect anything perfect about it, but you can have fun with the game. But he appears, he runs out, and then Maria's basically looking at I call it in my notes the black spawn. I don't know what that thing is actually called. Also, that thing is supposed to be a bit more red in the game. Shadow the Hedgehog, that thing is a bit more red, so I'm a bit iffy on that one. But Shadow is like, I'm nothing more than just an alien in that sense. And then Maria kind of hugs him in order to comfort him. Meanwhile, in present day, Shadow attacks the Eggman base. However, Rouge and Omega appears as well. So Team Dark versus Eggman droids. You love to see it. So they take him out, and then the robot from the Shadow the Hedgehog video game, I'll put gameplay right now on screen, actually appears. And it's the robot that's like, the more the merrier, where Eggman goes, the more the merrier, and stuff like that. Oh, I remember too much from that game. But Shadow and Omega, also Omega's like dips. So they fight him. However, this time Eggman is not inside of it, but they beat it. And then also, during this whole scuffle, Rouge is like, hey Shadow, what are you doing here? And Shadow's like, I need a spaceship to go to the Space Colony Ark, because I think the Black Arms are back. And, well, Rouge is like, this place doesn't have it. However, after they beat the robot, which I don't know the name of, sorry, terrible with names, I always have been. Aha! The Egg Breaker. After they beat the Egg Breaker, Rouge is like, look, I can help you get a spaceship to go to the Space Colony Ark. However, you have to promise that you're coming to Sonic's birthday party. And that explains why Shadow was there as well, because obviously he wouldn't really do that kind of stuff. So Shadow's like, alright, fine. So they head over to Gun in order to get the ship. So they raid Gun's base, beat everyone, and then we have a big fight with one of the another ship from the game, once again, gameplay footage will be shown. However, I don't know what that thing was called. Blue Wolf or something like that? I don't remember. Blue Falcon, that's the one. I'm here on the Sonic Wiki. The Blue Falcon. So they fight the Blue Falcon, which is another one from Shadow the Hedgehog games. I'm like, yes! Oh my god, I was never expecting this, and I'm so happy about this. You have no idea. But Sonic and Omega, once again, Omega says dips. Dude, leave some for the rest of us. What's wrong with you? But they fight against the Blue Falcon, and they beat the Blue Falcon, and then Shadow gets into the spaceship, and then he blasts off to the Ark, and then everything gun-related arrives in order to stop it, and then the General stops them, and then it's like, it's the kid from before, from the Shadow the Hedgehog game. It's like, oh my god, the references, dude, the references! So Shadow goes to the Ark to stop whatever's happening up there. And then in the post-credit scene, we have Black Doom, who is on Space Colony Ark. And that's how it ends. And I loved it. Oh, you can hear it in my excitement about this. I love this thing so much. It was so great. The animation was great. I mean, the beginning looked a bit like stop motion, like I said in the review. However, this was great. I really enjoyed it, and to be honest, I'm not opposed to them doing this stuff in the future. And this also for me fully cements the fact that Shadow Generations is a sequel to Shadow the Hedgehog, because of course they even reference it in this thing, because the General's like, why didn't Shadow just ask me? I mean, he saved the world from the Black Arms. I would have given him the way to get to Space Colony Ark, alright? I would have given him a free ride. And then Rouge's like, what have you ever had Shadow ask a question, you know? He just takes. Yeah, but you could have said something. And then she's like, no, I couldn't. The only one who can talk something into that head of his is Maria. And she did. So, there's no one that can talk stuff into his head. Even though I'm kind of on the mindset that is like, well, kind of you could. Rouge, you kind of underestimate your power. Shadow actually does care about you a lot. But I loved it, and now I am even more intrigued because by the time of recording this, I have not yet played Shadow Generations. Yesterday, I beat Sonic Generations. And I could have started Shadow Generation, but I didn't want to on purpose in order to watch this. And like I said, if they want to continue to do this kind of stuff, I am in full support. Also, can we get spin-off games again from Sonic or not? Is that too much to ask for? I would like a Shadow the Hedgehog video game again. I would like well, mainly Shadow, but other characters to mainly get video games or just be playable characters again. After, like, Colors, I guess, they haven't really done anything with the other characters. I know the DLC, the free DLC was for Sonic Frontiers had, like, Tails, Knuckles, and Amy playable, which I like that. But it's DLC. It's not in the game itself. It would have been better if it was in the game itself. That's what I mean. I want to see more playable characters because Sonic has such a cool roster and they basically have been wasting all of them. And it's like, oh, you want to play as the other characters? Here's a racing game. Have fun. That's how it feels like. But like I said, I love this. So I'm going to end it here because I need to record the review and I want to play some Sonic Shadow Generations because I've been excited about that ever since it was announced. So let me know in the comment section down below, what are your thoughts on Sonic X Shadow Generations Dark Beginnings? Did you love it like me? Did you not? Were you nostalgic for it? Did you play the original 2005 Shadow game? And what do you think of it? I think it is very, very entertaining for me, but it ain't that good. That's basically the best rating I can give it. I did a Let's Play over on my Let's Play channel years ago, so you basically have to scroll a bit through my my playlists in order to find it. But I did do a Let's Play of Shadow the Hedgehog back in the day. And at the moment, I am doing Sonic Generations. And starting tomorrow on the Let's Play channel, I will be doing Shadow Generations. So it's all good. So, with that being said, thank you all so very much for watching. And I do hope you guys have enjoyed. And if you did, please like button, subscribe if you're new, if you're not already, turn on notifications. And don't forget to check out my Let's Play channel. Link in the description and at the end of the video. And hopefully I'll see you guys on the Let's Play channel for some Shadow Generations tomorrow. Bye!